Hit the subscribe button if you've heard this before. The Blue Jays offense sucks. Yeah, they flat out blow. I mean, there's no other way of putting it. They lose 4-2 to the Dodgers today, and they were down 3-0 after the second inning, and everybody on the planet knew this game was over. They continue their streak of not being able to score 5 runs, but they made it even worse today. 2 runs, they had 3 hits. 3. A double from Vladdy, an RBI single from Biggio in the 9th inning, and an RBI double from Davis Schneider in the 7th. Other than that, lifeless. And that's like the nice way of putting it. No George Springer in the lineup today. Bo Bichette goes up to the leadoff hole. 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Yeah, that OPS is in the 500s now. Varsho's hitting third. Like, this is where we're at. He was 0 for 4 with a couple strikeouts. So the numbers creeping down a little bit for Varsho. A couple rough few games for him. Justin Turner 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Vladdy 1 for 4, but he struck out the other 3 times. I mean, God, let me do some math here. 4, 8, 12, 16. Your first 4 hitters went 1 for 16 with 3, 6, what is that? 3, 6, 8, 9 strikeouts. The team's dead. Like, your 3 hits today were a Vladdy double, a Schneider double, and a Biggio RBI single. Jansen was 0 for 2, but he walked twice and came around to score. This team is awful. Barger's still looking for his first hit. He was at another 0 for today. And Yusei Kikuchi got the start. Then he wasn't great. 6 innings, 9 hits allowed, 4 runs. All were earned, struck out 3. Bullpen was fine. Genesis Cabrera didn't allow any runs. Jimmy Garcia continues to be elite. Jordan Romano was fine. He had to pitch in a 4-1 game or whatever he came. I think it was a 4-1 game when he came into the ball game. Nate Pearson threw a third of an inning. That was fine. Whatever. Like, it's just, we're at the point where you score 4 or 5 runs, you're probably winning a baseball game. Like, that's what this team's all about. You score 5, they're probably winning. But they can't even do that. I mean, you look at going into play today, right? Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s OPS was 643. It's putrid. It's painful. Bo Bichette going into play today, 594, and even 0 for 4 with a strikeout. That's going to drop even more. And I mentioned it in previous videos, and I'll say it again. The first domino to fall will be John Schneider. I've said it many times, and I'll say it again. He won't last the end of May. Jays have now lost 5 straight games. They're 13-15 on the year. They're tied with the Rays for the worst record in the American League East now. They're 5 games out of a divisional spot. I know it doesn't mean anything this early in the year, and especially the wild card spot doesn't mean anything, but they are 1, 2, they have to jump in a wild card position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other teams. Now, again, it's early. That can change in a heartbeat. Put up a good week, and that could look totally different. But it's just how bad they've been. And offensively, they're really bad. They have a combined 8 hits in their last 2 games. 8 hits! And I believe in the last game, the Kansas City one, they had 3 hits through 5. And where was the other one? They had some hits in this game, though, right? They had 6 hits in that game. They haven't had a double-digit hit game in forever. And you want to hear another crazy stat? Shout out to Sportsnet Stats on Twitter for this one. All right, Blue Jays are 0-35 since the 2023 All-Star break, when trailing by 3 or more runs. So at any point during a baseball game, if the Blue Jays go down 3 runs, it's curtains. They're 0-35. They have not won a single game since then. They're the only team to do that right now. Their offense was bad last year. We all knew it. That just proves the point. This year, it's even worse. We all expected it to be worse. You see all the departures. You knew it was going to happen. And now we're seeing it in reality. This team has been awful. They're not fun to watch. And honestly, today, usually I have my my score app updates on, and I check the app once in a while, even though, I'd still get the updates to see what's going on. I didn't check once today. If you guys remember, I said in the video yesterday that I was going to be at a wedding tonight, and it was going to be a later video than usual. I'm there, and I'm like, oh yeah, the Jays are on. Who cares? And then they were down 3-0 as I was on my way there, and I'm like, yep, let's turn these off. Thank you. Don't need to see any more. I checked after the game. Oh, 4-2. Shocker. Really? So, whatever. This team's checked out. I don't know. Something's got to give. Whether it's a manager firing or they figure it out. I don't know. Mitch Grove tomorrow for the Dodgers. Or Michael Grove. Mitch. Who the hell's Mitch? Michael Grove has an ERA of 6 in 15 innings. He hasn't been good. Doesn't really matter, but he hasn't been good. Kevin Gausman gets the ball for the Blue Jays. 137 first pitch at Rogers Center in the finale of this series. As Jays look to avoid their 6th consecutive loss and don't get swept by the Dodgers. That's all I got for you. I mean, nothing else needs to be said. Sound like a broken record at this point. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game, because it sucked. If you're a Dodgers fan, love the game, hit that like button. It'd be great. Hit the subscribe button. You guys have not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, what you like, what you not like from the Blue Jays. I don't know. There's so much to not like. Let's be real. All right, comment down below. Go crazy. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I'll talk to you guys, oh, God, Leafs Edition Tuesday. I don't know, probably the last game of the season for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And as for the Blue Jays, I don't know. I'll talk to you tomorrow regardless. Jays, Dodgers, the finale of this 3-game set at Rogers Center. 137 first pitch. Gausman Grove is the pitching matchup. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and obviously not the game today. We'll talk to you guys then.